Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to a little bit of a different video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get insane player growth in just one season for any player. Now before we get into things, if we could go ahead and hit 50 likes on today's episode, then I would really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. I'm going to be demonstrating this by using a guy called Ryan Wintle, one of the worst players on career mode, 48 overall, really low potential, and we're going to be giving him 4 or 5 player drills for a whole year. I'm going to be showing you how to get up an overall of any player really quickly. Now, as you can see with him, he's gone up in 1 overall already just by using 4 drills in the first week. I'm going to be giving you tips on how to do this, how is the best way to carry this out. Now, basically, make sure that you are giving him 4 or 5 drills every week. If certain drills don't work out, feel free to change them. You'll see sometimes I will be changing them when he gets a lower grade on some of them, or he's struggling to go up on certain stats. So I'll change it out maybe to a medium drill sometimes, or to a different hard drill. Now, by doing this, you then make sure that he keeps on changing the drills, he keeps on getting his different attributes up, and eventually he'll continue to go in up in overall. Now, this can happen with any player, like I said, so expect it to happen as long as you're getting them into the starting 11, as long as you are playing the sort of 4 or 5 drills every single week. Obviously, you can play the drills if you would like to, or you can just sim them if you simply don't have enough time. But here are a few things that you can do if you really want insane player growth. Now, if you want to take things to the next level, you can pick a team without European football. That's one thing you can do. You can also choose not to do pre-season friendlies, which obviously means you are excluding yourself from money, but that is one way. It gives you loads of extra time before the season starts, and you can make sure you get yourself knocked out of cup competitions. Obviously, some people won't want to do that because they want to succeed in the cup competitions, but that is another thing you can do. Now, back onto this player, Ryan Wintle, which is the one I'm experimenting with to demonstrate this point, and we are going to go ahead here. We're going to go ahead a few more weeks, and he is now, as you can see, just about to go up to 56 overall. So at this point in the process, we are actually only 3 months in. So the fact that we're 3 months in and we've got him up to 56 overall, that's 8 overalls. Bearing in mind this is a play with I think a potential of about 53. I could be wrong there, but about 53. He's already gone up to 56. We're only 3 months in. So I thought, let's try and do this over 12 months and see what happens by using these tips. So here he is at the end of the season. Ryan Wintle, 20 overalls better. He's now 68 overall, so he's gone from 48 to 68 in one season. It's not technically a whole year yet either, because we've not got to the 1st of July. We are still about halfway through June, but the reason why I've stopped here is because I was going to show you his squad report as well. But one key thing to try and do is get him in the team as much as possible. If you can sim some games, rather than just going through the calendar all the time, try and get him into the team as much as possible, or try to get whichever player it is into the team as much as possible. So he's gone up 20 overalls, as you can see there. He's worth 800 grand. His form currently is bad, but that doesn't really matter. He's going up in overall, so it's fine. He's only had 8 appearances this season, so if you give him more appearances, obviously he can go up more. He might well have made it to 70 overall if he played like every single game this season. So, you know, if you've got the time to go through and sim every single match, then he might well have gone up even more. And this is his attributes, his list of attributes. Look at how much some of them got up. 39, his interceptions. His vision's got 25. Attacking position up 21. Along with his short pass up 24. This is just one season. He's 20 years old. And obviously he's bound to go up in later seasons. But this is an example of what you can do with any player, I believe. Or at least, you know, there are a couple which are slightly glitched. This might well be one of them. But if you do this throughout the whole season, especially with players that have actually got good potential as well, this guy has a really bad potential. So the fact that he's gone up 20 overalls in the first season suggests that you can really do this with anybody. So yeah, if you did this with whatever player you want, you can really get them to such a high overall, especially if it's a really young, talented player. You can get them up to a really high overall. So this is just an example with someone. I think his potential is about 55, I think, something around there. So he's gone way past his potential, and clearly is just bound to continue to grow if I was to continue to train him. But you do have to obviously put the time in to manage to do that. So you've got to pretty much go through every single week and keep on simming the drills or playing the drills if you get better results that way. But yeah, that is the way to get pretty much really quick growth, really high potential growth as well in your players. It can happen with any player you want. The final one I think that we can do of this season, and as you can see, we might well get a little bit more growth from his attributes possibly. His interception is going up again. and that is it for him. His growth this season remains at just halfway between 68 and 69 overall, so not too far off 69. You've also got to get a little bit of luck as well throughout the season. If you really just want to go for pure growth and you don't really care about the actual career mode, the playing of the games or anything like that, then obviously you can go out the cup competitions. That'll help you. That'll give you obviously less games to play, so you can do more training with the players. And also you've got to be quite lucky as well with not getting the players injured. So if you obviously get them injured, then if you really are desperate to try and grow them, then you can just quit out and go back if you're saving often. But certainly this is a really good way of managing to get the players up to really high overalls in just one season. So that's everything for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I originally got this from a Twitter account called FIFA Career Gems. I'll leave a link to that in the description below, as will be my Twitter account as well, at GameFaceHD, if you'd like to follow me there. If you have any comments or any questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below about this method. I'll try and answer them. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 50 likes on today's video, then I would really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.